everybody, and welcome to Connect to Success on RVN TV Thursdays at 12:30.
It's close to the end of the week. That's okay.
Doing it live. We're doing it live. Thursdays at 12:30 on your lunch break on RVN TV. This is Connect to Success. My name is Ashley Owens. I'm the host, and today I have the lovely and wonderful Gracie Jones.
Aww.
Because you got married.
Mrs. Jones.
I've known you for so long, and I'm so glad. Yes. I think you were one of my very first clients. I helped with a few events, and then we just became very good friends, and I'm so excited you're here. So,
yes,
first I would love to just identify the amazing, beautiful yellow coat you have on.
Thank you.
You're always super fancy, and your hair is great, wonderfully short. So,
thank you.
Before we get into how much I love Gracie, I would like everybody to know who you are, what you do, and what makes you awesome.
Oh, well, what makes me awesome is my mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
So I am the owner and founder of Opulent Events by Gracie. Mm-hmm. And we are an event management company that is kind of unique in its own way. We have our own niche, event management that offers design, production, in-house, strategic planning and consulting services for our clients.
Okay, so when somebody calls you, what problem or issue are they having?
Oh, they're having quite a few challenges. What it is that we look for solutions. Every company, every business has a need and purpose for events or meetings geared around their objectives and their goals that they're trying to accomplish as a company. What we do is we don't want to come in and just execute an event for you. Mm-hmm. We want to pair up with you. We want to be a part of your extended team where we can come in and focus on key things that most companies like ours, which is an event management company, do not focus on in planning your event. We want to understand your brand. We want to understand what your goals and objectives are, and we want to help you succeed to what that outcome goal is for you for that event. But better, we want to have a long-term relationship. So we believe in volumes. So if you get us for all of your event needs and meeting needs, then it will allow us to utilize your company brand and your core values into your meetings and events more.
So what do you think people's situations are when they hear what's the difference between an event management company and an event planner?
Oh, it's a huge difference.
Ooh, tell me what those differences are.
So a planner is typically a one-man show type of thing. And what she does, and this is I love explaining this to people. A planner is an orchestrator. She conducts all the moving parts. Mm-hmm. She gets this vendor, your floral, and she gets the production company, and then she gets the designer and everything, and she just makes sure, she contracts them out to make sure that the job is working seamlessly for that client. An event management company, a lot of the services is done in-house, which kind of saves the bucks a little bit on the event budget for the client. There's a lot more that comes with it for us. We dip and dab into marketing strategy, PR services. We custom design things internally for you. Mm-hmm. We even create a formula on how to execute those events based on, again, your company. What is the culture, the dynamics of your company, your mission, your goals, your objectives, your core value, whatever it is that's important to that company, we adopt that about that client and incorporate it so it can be seen into your events. So we work side by side with you, and our goal is to give you high-level services at reasonable prices.
So why did you start this business?
Oh my God, it chased me.
What happened?
It chased me.
Well, you're also type A, if you guys couldn't notice. It's very type A.
I know.
And I love it so much because in order to execute on the things that you're talking about, you have to be extremely meticulous. You have to have attention to detail, and then you have to have high expectations of all the people that are around you.
And organization skills
very
has
much
to be key.
Very much so. So how did that find you?
So I thought in my mind that I knew what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I was striving for years to make that happen. We're talking about over 20 years trying to become something that was not meant to be. Destiny chased me down. So for over 20 something years, I've had this industry just pursue me. Every job I ever ended up with, regardless to my job role and my title, I always ended up in this area, and it just flew naturally. It just flowed very naturally for me, and it ended up being my responsibility.
Always handling the events at the previous positions?
Oh yes,
wow.
from previous experiences with previous employment and stuff. I got to the point where I threw up the white flag, and I said, you know what, maybe this is what is meant to be for me.
Yeah.
So I got my credentials. I don't believe in the type A personality. I don't believe in trying to pursue something and broadcast. This is what I do. I'm an expert at it unless I have the papers to back me up. So I said, well, first things first, let me get my credentials, then I'll do the business plan, 10 years.
Wow.
It was a 10-year business plan, and then I turned around and started the business.
So you can't say that you're not well prepared for everything that you do.
No, I am beyond. I'm 2 steps ahead of my clients, 3 steps ahead of my employees,
You must
and 4 steps ahead of my husband.
Who is lovely, by the way. Hi, husband.
He is so wonderful.
Oh my gosh. So when so a client calls you up, they want to work with you. You put on this beautiful event for them.
Right.
What do clients say about you?
The most common feedback is how enjoyable it is to work with me, which I love to hear that. And it just makes me feel great. How efficient I am. And believe it or not, I've had a lot of feedback, and this is no joke. They've said to me that I'm always 2 steps ahead of them.
Because your mind goes so fast.
It goes so fast.
And multitasking, I'm sure you've got down to a science.
Oh yeah, yes, big time.
So when you are working with clients, what kinds of events do you love putting on for your clients? I know it could be anything, but is there anything that you would really
that stands out more?
Yeah.
I love the road shows.
What are road shows?
So road shows is a concept of taking your idea or concept on the road. Let's just say, I'll use you for an example.
Excited, I'm a client now.
Connect to Success.
Yes.
You said, I want to broaden myself. I want to expand my brand. And I want it to be more than just locally. How do we do that? My company comes along.
In all seriousness, how do we do that?
We come along and we strategize with you.
Excuse us for a second, we're having a meeting.
We strategize with you. We need to know why you're doing what you want to do.
Okay, I want to do this because I'm trying to broaden my engagement and exposure along the East Coast.
Right.
Okay.
Along the East Coast or broader than that?
We could go broader than that. That sounds like fun.
All right, what kind of results do you want to get out of that?
Money.
Good.
Money or exposure, yeah.
Perfect.
Awareness, yeah.
So we create a vision for you, and then we'll turn around, lay it out, and do a full presentation for you. And we'll say, okay, Ashley, we think the best thing for you to do is to take this on the road and do some pop-up shows. Instead of just having it in your regular standard studio, which is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
We're going to do some pop-up shows, and we're going to go to some key cities, and we're going to do some marketing research behind the scenes for you and find out why we're going to select those key cities. So we're not going to just pull them out of a hat and say, hey, these are the cities you should go with.
Right.
So after some very intense, detailed research and all that kind of good stuff, we're going to say we're going to go into New York City, we're going to go into Boston, we're going to go into California, and these are the reason why we're picking these areas, and we're going to do it on this time schedule, this time of the year, throughout the course of the year or throughout the course of 6 months.
Right.
And we're going to get that information, all of that data from the actual pop-up event, the results that we get, whether or not that audience love you, how big of a crowd you get, and then we're going to turn around and say, okay, here's the data, here's the information, what's next? Do you want to have them to come here to your studio and be guests, because now you expanded yourself, or do you want to have 2 locations? Here in New Jersey, as well as, let's say, California, because California loves you for that pop-up, and they're crying for you to come out and do more, and then now you can charge a fee.
Right.
for people to come and have a small audience.
But the research has been done to be able to show the success of each of those pop-ups. So it's like a test case. Is that correct?
Test case. It's a pilot. That's right. Yeah. And that's the whole point of a road show.
It's like, I'm going to be famous.
Road show and pop-ups.
I'm going to be famous now. So, okay, so that was brilliant. So you can really work with a few different areas. And the areas could necessarily be not just events, but you're also doing the marketing and the research behind it. Right. So what do you think, the hardest thing to do moving forward when it comes to building people that try to do it by themselves without using help? What do you think the most common misconception?
The biggest challenge. Yeah. The fact that they're trying to do it themselves.
Right.
That's number one.
Yeah.
The second challenge is trusting the experts. We're not trying to take away from the intellect of any client. You're intelligent, you're smart, you probably have tons of degrees behind your name to support that, but we're good at what we do and we need you to trust us. To listen to what we're trying to present to you. Trust me, we're not going to present any ideas that we're just grabbing from the sky.
Right.
We are presenting stuff to you that that has a purpose. We really did some research on it, or we've done it before and it was a huge success.
Right.
And we know it can work. One of our greatest success, by the way, is fundraising. We have specialties. Our specialty is pharmaceutical and fundraising. We have a success rate of 70% increase of margin. So no matter where our clients are at before getting us involved for fundraising, we have been successful with increasing that by 70%. It's not something we do intentionally, it's just what's been happening for us.
Right.
We've taken one case from 2,000 to over 28,000 in a comparison of a week of fundraising to 30 days. And then our most successful accomplishment was we took a case that could not get over 3 million for their annual marquee event, and we increased them within 6 months to 10.855 million. It was just strategizing, and that was just strategy. We didn't plan the event. Unfortunately, they were already contracted with someone else, but we came in there and we analyzed what they were doing and restructured what they should be doing and proposed it to them. They listened, and that was the outcome.
So when we return, we're going to talk to Gracie more about her successes with networking events and any tips and tricks on how to make a networking event the best it could be. So stay tuned.
Thank you. I would love that.
Casinos by the ocean. Now that's New Jersey. 130 miles of beautiful beaches, solid rock, and everything in between.
Look in the window.
Now that's New Jersey.
Burlington County College.
Is now Rowan College of Burlington County.
Still the same great faculty.
At a community college ranked top 50 in the nation.
Basically, we earn more and pay less.
RCBC students are accepted at Rowan University after graduation.
And get a bachelor's degree for around $30,000.
Online and Mount Laurel students get a 15% Rowan University tuition discount.
And have many scholarship opportunities.
So you earn more and pay even less.
Rowan College of Burlington County.
Your path to success.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. But what does it take to strengthen our service members? What does it take to let them know that we stand behind them, wherever they are? What does it take to bridge the distance and keep them connected to family, home, and country? And what does it take to prepare them for their future when their service to the nation is complete? What does it take to strengthen our service members so they can be the greatest force for good in the world? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces. Share a message today at force.uso.org.
I want to be a contender. I want a warm belly to sleep on.
A big house.
How do I look? Do I look good?
I want to play hard.
My nails done.
once a month.
I want a home. I just want a home. I want someone to love.
Last year, more than 30,000 companion animals came to us without homes. 20,000 of them were felines. Let's make some homes together.
Add us on social media to watch bloopers, behind-the-scenes footage, previews, and more.
Choosing Medicare coverage can be a very confusing and complicated process. Help is just a phone call away, 856-226-4800. As a licensed insurance agent, I'll assist you in making an informed and confident decision on a Medicare plan that meets your needs, lifestyle, and budget. Call me today for a free, no-obligation Medicare benefits consultation, 856-226-4800.
Boardwalks built for fun. Legendary rock and roll clubs.
This is how we do it.
Casinos by the ocean. Now that's New Jersey. 130 miles of beautiful beaches, solid rock, and everything in between.
Look in the window.
Now that's New Jersey.
Burlington County College.
Is now Rowan College at Burlington County.
Still the same great faculty.
At a community college ranked top 50 in the nation.
Basically, we earn more and pay less.
RCBC students are accepted at Rowan University after graduation.
And get a bachelor's degree for around $30,000.
Online and Mount Laurel students get a 15% Rowan University tuition discount.
And have many scholarship opportunities.
So you earn more and pay even less.
Rowan College at Burlington County.
Your path to success.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen.
Hi, we're back. Welcome back. We're just talking about
We're talking about flying.
Just hanging out. I was like waiting for the commercial to be over. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so in addition to you running Opulent Events by Gracie, you also have a clothing line.
I do. I
can't wait to
started
buy
a
all of
new
your things.
I do. Not a clothing line, but I have a new retail business.
Okay, tell me about that, because we haven't spoken about this yet. You just sent me this beautiful email. I was like, I want all of your favorites. Like, how do I order this stuff? So tell me more about it.
So it's called 1031 by Gracie. 1031 is where my husband and I kind of started our lives together as a couple.
Stop.
It's our address. It's the number to our old address.
Oh my gosh.
So what we did was we spelled out the word 10 and then the 31 by Gracie. He was the one that designed the logo.
Oh, it's a beautiful logo.
Yeah. He did a great job. So 1031 is about confidence. And it's for the career woman. Mm-hmm. We wanted to have women feel good about them being in their own skin through their wardrobe.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what your profession is, your career is. If you have a let's say, more classic and traditional look, or a modern look, or maybe of an edgy look, as a businesswoman and career woman, you should be comfortable with what you're wearing and not restricted to what society says you should wear.
It's just so nice to hear that, because it can be absolutely challenging to find the right. I mean, I'm literally going through that right now. I have a speaking engagement in Texas in September, and I've been going to like Target and consignment stores, and I want something that's a little bit, not even a power suit, but it just clean lines, little edgy, enough where it stands out, but it's not like in your face.
Yes.
Just enough. And I was going through your site a few weeks ago, and you sent me over the email. I was like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah.
So this is lovely.
Well, you know what else is great too is that we don't cater to slim, full figure or anything like that. Our sizes run through every shape and size of a woman. In fact, I have taken in consideration our little people. I love little people.
Yeah.
And also our trans.
Oh, yeah,
So
because it's built differently.
They're built differently.
Yeah.
So when it comes to our shoes are as small as size 4.
Wow.
A lot of the shoe sizes come in at size 4 and as large as the women who have naturally large feet or maybe our trans.
How comfortable are the shoes? Because shoes make me nervous.
They're very comfortable.
They're good?
I don't think you'll have any problem with it. I'm really big on shoes too. I personally am an Italian-made shoe type of girl.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there yet, but we soon will be.
Yep.
The quality of our merchandise and products are advancing very rapidly. We just started the business about January.
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So I want to look at
I get
today.
to wear my fashion and go, ooh.
Like, look how pretty I am. I can't wait to look at this again because I'm just going to buy something. I need to. I have this thing, and it's just so hard to find clothes.
Well, you know I'm going to take care of you.
I know you, but I know, and that's why I love you, but I'm excited because you have done such, since the first day you and I kind of hung out and met, and it was just such a great chemistry that I'm just thrilled that I finally get to celebrate you here, and it's exciting. So I'm just going to stop crying. So the next thing is networking.
Yeah.
Right, that's the name of the show because it's about the show. But I want to hear your. So I run networking events. So think of this as a consultation with me because meaning like I need assistance. When I'm running networking events, what do you think out of all of the experience that you've had going to events that are for networking, what do you think the top 5 things that people need to do at networking events to make it successful, but then to also bring enough people attached?
Oh, absolutely.
Excuse me.
Now, by any means, I'm not an expert at that. That's how come you and I met.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned a lot from you alone. But now with my company, Opulent Events by Gracie, we have a sales department. And our account managers, I have to make sure that they're on top of their game with networking. So some of the key things that I talk about on a regular basis with them alone is engage. Go in there, work the room. Work that room, walk around, introduce yourself, listen. Don't be about yourself.
Right.
You know, talking about you and what you do or what you can offer them can come later. Be a listener. Be intrigued about that person that you're talking to. Because if you do that, you're going to capture their attention right away.
Right.
Thirdly, me personally, I'm in and out. I don't like to linger too long.
Yeah.
Because I look at it as a business opportunity for me to build relationships. And you don't want to get too comfortable too soon with people that you're meeting for the first time. You want to slowly build that relationship. I think some of the best relationships were built nice and slowly at a nice, comfortable pace instead of jumping in right away. The rule of thumb, we all know, you get 24 hours to follow up. I give my team anywhere from 1 to 2 days to follow up. That's a little leeway for them because they work remotely from me.
Right.
But for the most part, follow up right away. Schedule a time to connect with them. Coffee, breakfast, lunch, and learn a little bit more about them. Then now you can be more engaging with them.
And what makes a good networking event?
I think what makes a good networking event is
on the event, the logistics side, you think?
On the logistics side, and these are some of my little things that I like to focus on the most. Motion. Make sure that the space that you have allow the people to move and navigate through the space. Make sure it's comfortable for people, whether they're standing or sitting. You want it to be a little loungy, as well as free. Some people are uncomfortable with sitting down, you know, they're antsy, so they may want to stand up. So high top tables, loungy feel, you know, movement throughout the space where it's not too crowded. I get a little unease. I had a girlfriend say to me, I never met a person whose profession is around events feel so uncomfortable at events. I said events that don't have crowd control movement in their event space. So you don't want it to be too crowded where people are bumping into each other, because then you stand the risk of spilling something, snagging clothes or whatever, and you're apologizing all night long.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
We are kind of wrapped up now.
Are we?
We are. Can you do me a
Oh
favor?
my God, when you're having fun, time flies.
It's so exciting.
Right? This is crazy.
Do me a favor, look into that camera and tell
Okay.
people how they can find you.
So you can find us on our website. The company is Opulent Events by Gracie. The website is gracie-events.com, and our phone number is 215-376-5758. And reach out to one of our sales account managers through the sales department.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. I can't wait. So many things are going on. Thank everybody for joining us on Connected Success with me, Ashley Owens, 12:30 on Thursdays during your lunch break. Stay tuned next week where we talk to our next power networker in the greater Philadelphia and South Jersey area. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Got it. That's awesome.